Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Martinez with Martinez Art Lab, and today we are going to look at the art of Jean-Michel Basquiat, and we're going to look at 5 interesting facts about him. So on screen you see a photograph of him so you can get a sense of what he looked like, and we will go ahead and get started. So Basquiat was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. He was born in 1960. And unfortunately, he died at the age of 27. So he was very young when he passed. And the amount of artwork that he created in such a short time is amazing. So we're going to look at that and talk about that. Again, like always, pay really close attention to the images that we're seeing. You're going to start to see a theme in his work. And we're going to learn about why he chose the themes that he did. Number 2. Basquiat spent his childhood making art. So he was making art as soon as he was able. He never went to art school, and he learned about art by studying work in the galleries that he wandered through in New York City. So he enjoyed going to galleries, and he was amazed by the work that he saw and the artists that he looked at and studied. All right, number 3. One of Basquiat's major inspirations was a medical encyclopedia. When he was little, he got sick and he ended up in the hospital for a short time. And his mom brought him a medical encyclopedia to look through and to pass the time when he was in the hospital. And those images and what he studied while he was looking through that really stuck with him. And you start to see that theme in many of his works. Just the 3 works that we've looked at in these 3 slides, we've seen images of skulls and bodies, and he was really fascinated with anatomy. So that's a really strong theme in his work. Okay, so we're going to keep moving, and we'll go to number 4. When he was a teenager, with one of his friends, he started doing graffiti across Soho in New York City, and that was kind of the gateway for how he became a full-time artist. So at the age of 21, he became a full-time painter. That is what he devoted his life and work to, is painting. All right, and before I go to the last and final fact, I just want to point out that the works that we're looking at and the examples of his work and his art that we've seen have been very, very bold. He's got a lot of bits and pieces of all kinds of things and thoughts put into his work. And each one of his works, you could really just sit and study and find new things every time that you look at it. All right, let's go to fact number 5. When Basquiat could not afford canvas, which was often, he would use found wood. So he would just find wood, discarded wood, and that's what he would use as a surface to make his art. Most of his art was created using crayons, oil sticks, pencils, and spray paint. So I'm going to say that again. He used found wood if he could not afford canvas. So he wasn't paying for this wood, he found it. And to make his art, he was using crayons, oil sticks, pencils, and spray paint. So these weren't special supplies. These weren't expensive, special supplies that he was using to make his art. He was using what he had and what he had available, and he made this amazing art. Just again, the 5 examples we looked at. There's so much going on. So I really encourage you to continue looking at Jean-Michel Basquiat. There are a lot of really awesome things that he did as an artist and a lot of work that he has to share and study. Enjoy having the work of Jean-Michel Basquiat inspire you, and have fun making your own art.